Bones are important. Bones hold us upright. The skull protects the most important organ in the body and yet the most delicate organ in the body, which is the brain. The only exposed bone in the whole body are teeth.
The health expert Barbara O'Neill shares key insights on maintaining strong bones naturally. She covers the importance of minerals, proper nutrition, and daily habits for bone health, while addressing misconceptions about calcium and osteoporosis. Barbara also highlights natural remedies such as unrefined salts and exercise, offering simple, practical steps to improve bone strength and overall wellness. Her approachable advice helps viewers take control of their health with easy, natural solutions. Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos.
Unfortunately, today there's a condition called osteoporosis, which is bones, they're breaking up far too young. You see, our bones should be strong till the day we die. So what I'd like to look at in this presentation on osteoporosis is what causes the deterioration of our bones and how we can strengthen our bones.
She emphasizes the role of bones in holding us upright and protecting delicate organs, especially the brain. She notes that teeth are the only exposed bones in the body. Barbara mentions the growing issue of osteoporosis, where bones weaken too early in life. She argues that bones should stay strong until death.
There is a misconception today that bones are made of calcium, but bones are not made of calcium. Bones are made of a mineral balance. You see, calcium is called the king. And this is where the problem arises. I think this is where the misconception about calcium has happened. It's called the king because when calcium gets into the cell, all the other minerals piggyback on the back of calcium. So yes, he does deserve the title of king. But bones are not made of calcium. Bones are made of 12 minerals and 64 trace minerals. Let me show you. So the minerals that bones are made up of are boron and calcium. There certainly is some calcium in there, chromium and iron and magnesium and manganese and selenium and sulfur and silica, potassium, phosphorus and zinc. That's what bones are made of, and 64 trace minerals. So the million-dollar question is, where do we find such a thing? In his book, The Calcium Lie, Dr. Robert Thompson gives a very good illustration of this. He says, this is his view, he says the clearest indication of a creator God is seawater. He said, you think about it. The rain comes down, it washes into the rivers. On my morning walk this morning, I was going by a fast river, and we've had a lot of rain here in Vancouver. And the water was a milky colour. You know what the milk is? It's minerals. Minerals that have been washed down from the heavy rains. And by the time the waterways get to the sea, it's a very salty taste because of the minerals. You see, in seawater, there are approximately 92 minerals. And the reason why Dr. Robert Thompson says that the seawater is the clearest indication of a creator God is because that mineral balance and proportion that you will find in seawater is what you'll find in your bones, is what you'll find in your blood, is what you'll find in every tissue of the body, the fluid that the brain swims in, the lymphatic fluid. It is all this same balance. And so common sense says to us, well, that's where we need to get our minerals from. That's where we'll get the minerals in the balance that the bones need.
She stresses that bones are not just made of calcium, but require a balance of 12 minerals and 64 trace minerals. Barbara explains that while calcium is important, it alone does not form bones. Instead, bones need a variety of minerals, and excess calcium can even cause health issues like bone spurs or kidney stones.
No, I don't suggest you drink seawater. We should be drinking pure water. But you can buy a salt called Celtic salt. And Celtic salt contains 82 minerals. Some are in such pico proportion in the 92 that when the evaporation of the water takes place, some are inevitably lost. But if you take the Celtic salt, you are getting the minerals that you need to strengthen your bones. All the minerals that you need are found there. Now there is another salt that is very similar, and that's Himalayan. You might even have, it's also 82 minerals. It's just that the Celtic salt has 3 magnesiums and the Himalayan doesn't have that many magnesiums. And this explains why the Celtic salt is such a moist salt. A lot of people don't like it. They say it's too wet. I said that's because of the 3 minerals. That's because of the 3 magnesiums. And it's magnesium that actually pulls the water inside the cells. So the Celtic salt is my favorite because of the 3 minerals.
Sea salt and mineral balance. She advocates for the use of natural salts like Celtic salt, which contain a broader mineral profile as opposed to refined table salt.
Many bones are getting weak because lack of exercise, lack of bone building strength exercises. So exercise should contain strength moves. So this could be weights, this could also be push-ups. If someone can't do push-ups, I say do push-ups on the wall. If you're finding it hard, do it on your knees. You know those fit balls? You can actually put your body on the fit ball and do quite easy push-ups. And if you move the fit ball down, down, down right to your ankles, then the push-ups are getting a little bit harder. Remember that the Olympian athletes weren't just born fit. No one's just born fit. You got to work at it. It is true, some need to work at it a little bit more than others, but strength comes by exercise. There is actually no other way. Any part of the body, if you're not using it, it loses strength. So when you exercise, you're not just building muscle, you're also building bone. Now the biggest bones in the body are your femur, and the biggest muscle mass are your quads here. And God made it like that so that when we lift things, we should lift with our bone, with our femur, and we should lift with our quads. And the reason why many people don't is because they lose core strength. So when you bend and you lift, you're actually using these muscles here and your core strength.
Barbara promotes exercise, especially rebounding, jumping on a trampoline, as the best way to strengthen bones, prevent bone loss, and enhance immune function.
And organic gardeners feed the soil, ensuring that the microbes are in the soil and they're not putting the poisons on the soil which contribute to the deterioration of the microbes that are in the soil. So organic food's very important. So let's get back to the question, where are we going to get these minerals from? We get our minerals from the sea salt. We also get our minerals from greens. Every day we should be eating dark green leafy vegetables. If you don't eat dark green leafy vegetables every day, and ideally they should be organic because organic food has a far higher nutrient content because of the microbes in the soil. Remember from one of our other lectures that it's the microbes in the soil that release the minerals out of the soil and put them into the plant.
Barbara offers tips on consuming dark leafy greens and other nutrient-rich foods to naturally improve bone health and reduce the risk of osteoporosis.
One of the problems with bones today is people are taking things that are leaching these minerals out. One is caffeine. Caffeine has a very acid effect on the body. And what happens when acid-forming foods are taken into the body? Let's make a list of the acid-forming foods. So we're going to make a no here. These things should not go into the body. So caffeine and meat, whether it be white or red, dairy products, The only dairy product that probably is on a acid alkaline scale of neutral would be raw milk from an organic cow.
She warns that acidic foods such as caffeine, meat, and processed dairy can leach calcium from the bones, weakening them over time. If you found this video informative, make sure to give a like, subscribe, and press the bell icon so that you won't miss out on any future videos.